What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to follow up this morning's video talking about the armor and the armor cap in the game, and we're going to be making a little bit of a tweak to one of our probably most fun PvP teams we kind of use right now, and that is the just slap Shaho in every single team and see what they can do. Most of these guys have block and HP stones, or HP and HP. Really trying to emphasize that. Heck, this one is actually not even built properly. I kind of want to just do something along this lines here for every one of them. Shelter actually being pretty good so that we lower even more crit damage that we're taking, because if you don't already know, our warriors have a ton of crit damage reduction in the form of treasures and other things. So if you come and take a look in here, our warrior class is getting additional damage reduction and crit damage reduction, which is cool. And then on top of that, if you come up to the star spawn, we're getting more armor and block from here. I think we're also getting some damage reduction and HP from here. And then on top of that, we have the actual warrior star spawn that gives even more crit damage reduction, a little bit modified because of the role that we have. So we're just kind of building a super tanky team and hopefully having our Vulcan really punch through. Now, I do want to run a fan on him where possible. And we actually want to probably still build him a bit more conservative here. I actually don't mind going for some more speed on him in his setup. And we are running skill damage, crit chance, crit damage. And that is going to change. We're going to build this team tankier. I want to leave the crit chance, but what we're going to do is we're going to run armor, damage reduction, and crit chance. And we want to make sure that we're doing something similar. Oh, wrong team. I was like, wait a minute, why does, I don't know why I just saved that either. There we go. I'm like, wait a minute, this does not feel right. And on top of that, this time we're going to be running his core here, giving us even more survivability, taunting enemies, having chances to reduce their crit and holy damage, because again, if we have crazy high armor, that holy damage reduction is going to play a kind of pivotal role here. We're going to go for speed. All that looks good. I guess going, yeah, just attack oriented again, pretty solid there. Damage reduction, block, and armor again. So you'll notice these two guys' armors are very, very high. The other hero's a little lower. I mean, if we really wanted to go crazy with the team, we'd probably get the best Xiaoho copies possible and really try to bank on that. And we are going to go with Namian still, because he does give a flat damage reduction, whereas the Deer does give a good bonus, 37% bonus armor, but we should be stacking this up very quickly. Where is it? 20% armor every times 6 total times Xiaoho or allies just block. The seems pretty solid, because most of these guys have like 150-ish block chance. We have what, 169 on you, 71, so kind of low in Vulcan. I mean, we could go even tankier with this and not even worry about crit chance and run block here as well, just go like pure survivability mode. So let's try it out. Let's see, let's save this. Let's see what our competition looks like here. I don't know what our power level is. Ooh, that's not right. Hold on. PvP team. So we're actually weaker than this team right here. Let's see how this plays out, especially now that we have Hyperspace Hunter Ilamox core completely maxed out all the way up to max. So we should have a super tanky team here. We should have some taunting on heroes like Vulcan, so that Vulcan is forced to hit him and no other heroes will get hit by the big AoE from Vulcan. So that is a huge bonus to have here. And meanwhile, our Vulcan gets his time to just shine here. The taunt did wear off, but you'll notice, look at that shield. We almost died on the Xiaohos, but they come right back with an entire health bar, essentially, of shields, and it's just so hard to take that out. Even with perceptual disorder, like on our Vulcan ourselves, we just do some pretty impressive things here. We just gotta wait till we get another active ability, and then we should be able to finish this out just like that. Xiaohos might even get the kill. Maybe. Yep, there we go. So really, really strong. You can build your heroes more defensively at this point. I do like crowns in them. I'm intrigued to maybe try doing something different with them. Now this one should be interesting, because we're going to go up against an actual giant killer Mockman, which could obliterate all of our Shahos in one go in the first round. Did take out 2 of them, but we still have 2 left, which is promising. And we have just super tanky Transcendence heroes in the front row in Vulcan and Isla Mock. So we'll have to see how tanky we become. That, wow, shield bar just shot to the moon. Holy cow. Every time they hit us, we're just gaining shields. Even, it's impressive to say when we have our Vulcan that has so much HP can actually manage to get a maxed out shield bar from Isla Mock. That's pretty impressive considering Isla Mock's house is only like in the 70s-ish on his tenants, and yeah, I can't see anything breaking through this shield because then we get armor and stuff like that too, and it's just we don't take damage. Yes, they did manage to take out all of our Shaho, but really those are just to give us some bonus stacks for a couple rounds and then have Vulcan come through and completely annihilate the team right here. We did get taunted though, so it's going to take a little bit longer. We did lose our Isla Mock. This is interesting because now we need dodge immunity offset to actually get the kill here. So there is a chance RNG-wise we do lose this, which is crazy to think. But we do have tons of armor. Oh, his basic attack just annihilating there. Absolutely crazy. So you can kind of see here, we can go up against a lot of these teams that have more power than us even, and even other giant killer copies too. And we can really do some craziness with this team with only 2 Transcendence heroes and literally budget bare bones pandas in the back row. I mean, yeah, our pandas, we keep losing 2 pandas to a Mockman active around 1 every time, but you know, it's not like the worst thing in the world, to be honest. It really isn't. Now, the enemy team this time has a lot of chances to dodge because they have Freya and they have Elena. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't think Vulcan cared one bit, not a single bit. So let's see if there's any other teams we want to go up against. That's an interesting one. Again, tons of Vulcans. Vulcan is the go-to in PvP still. There is an assassin meta feeling like it's creeping up again with Drake and everything. But everybody just has that superpowered Vulcan that's doing campaigns so that they can transfer that over to PvP. Look at those shields all the way up to max shields. Look at those stacks. Look at the 12 armor stacks. So that's what? 240% bonus armor that we're getting from that. That should easily hit the cap, meaning we're just not taking much damage at all, and we're just absolutely poo-pooing on everybody. Now here's another Vulcan. We're gonna be able to just obliterate this with a pretty fun, easy cheese team. And meanwhile, you can have a team like this in PvP, and then you have the rest of your power in a couple other lineups, especially in places like Interdimensional Arena. Makes winning battles very easy. Look at that. Every Shaho super tanky. And again, our whole goal is to take AoE hits from the enemy team, block on every single hero that is getting hit, and just stacking up that attack and armor buffs through the roof. Sadly, we only got 4 of each right now on our Vulcan. Let's see if we can get more in the next round though, although Vulcan might just delete the entire enemy team. Their Vulcan tried really hard, got them very low, but the healing from Isla Mock and the shielding from Isla Mock is just crazy. You can see here 12 stacks, again 15, 20 stacks of that armor right there. Absolutely insane, because every 6 blocks we're getting 4 stacks of each of them, and we're up to 25%. So we are probably getting close to armor cap even on the Shahos, and it's just crazy high extra damage reduction. And yeah, it's just the enemy Vulcan just doesn't really have that much a chance to deal damage to our main heroes. We just try to make it last as long as possible with our own Shahos. Eventually they'll die, and then our Vulcan cleans up. So this team is absolutely one of my favorite right now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see for some more PvP shenanigans. I'll see you guys next time.